Now, at last, what did you think of Mr. Sam Turner? I said, what did you think of
Nothing as yet.
Ah.
Jarvis, if you touch that glass, I shall have you struck off the register.
I beg your pardon?
I gave you every possible indication. Why do you suppose I mentioned turkey sponges?
Well,
Why do you imagine I gave him tea? Polton, what are you doing here at this hour?
Waiting for you to give me something with that man's fingerprints on, sir.
Polton, you are a highly intelligent fellow.
Yes, sir, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Which is more than I can say of some others.
Was it the glass, sir?
Yes, thank you, the glass. It's no use you looking at me like that, Jarvis. I know you are burning to strike me dead.
I'm often burning to strike you dead.
Will that be all, sir?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Jarvis, you're as bad as the police, trampling and rummaging and destroying essential evidence.
But that man was Minna Adler's sweetheart.
Jarvis, how many times must I tell you not to confuse your mind with questions of motive? Consider nothing but the ascertainable facts.
But, forgive me, murders are committed for a motive.
Which is not necessarily the obvious one. Yes, you're just as bad as the police, who snatch at a motive like a dog at a bone, and then ignore or misinterpret the facts that don't fit. And an innocent goes to the gallows.
I take your point that motive mustn't be the first consideration, but surely...
I am saying more than that. I am saying that only the facts are sacred. If the facts prove that Mr. X committed the murder, his motive will emerge sooner or later. Suppose that I were found here on the floor in the morning with a knife through my heart. Who do you suppose would be arrested?
Someone in the police, I imagine.
No. You.
Me?
A reliable witness would be able to testify that you were burning to strike me dead.
Oh, John, you're not playing fair.
Let me put a very simple question to you, then. You gave me Mrs. Goldstein's list with their occupations. Now, only 2 people on that list work in a sponge warehouse. Now, if Mr. Sam Turner's fingerprints do not correspond to those on the candle end, what is the obvious deduction?
I apologize. You're quite right.
I should prefer you to add, as always, to that remark.
As always.
Sure.
Morning.
Morning. Ah! From the coroner's office, I'll be bound. Yes. Coroner's subpoena. And a very civil letter. Sorry to trouble you, but I had no choice under the circumstances. Of course he hadn't. Dr. Davidson has arranged to make the autopsy tomorrow at 4 p.m. Tomorrow? Ah, yes, he means today. And I should be glad if you could be present. The mortuary is in Barker Street. Well, I suppose we must go, though Davidson will resent it.
And will you resent Davidson?
I shall do my duty by helping the course of justice. Whether I help Davidson depends entirely on whether he wishes to be helped.
Good afternoon, sir. Dr. Jarvis.
Good afternoon, Hart. Making notes already?
Yes.
I'm afraid I assumed you weren't coming.
Oh, I have a few seconds to 4.
Really? I think you must be slow.
Jarvis?
My mistake, apparently.
Yes.
I'm sorry I started without you. The post-mortem is really a mere farce in a case like this. I'd seen all there was to be seen, and so had you. However, there's the body. Hart hasn't closed it up yet. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have other things to do. Good afternoon.
I must apologize for Dr. Davidson, sir.
You needn't. You didn't supply him with manners. Well, don't let me disturb you. I just want to verify 1 or 2 facts.
Davidson is a perfect swine.
If I know anything about it, Dr. Davidson has just done himself a great deal of professional harm.
Good.
think the doctor has found something.
What?
He'll let us know, in his own way and in his own good time. The doctor has definitely found something.
That's splendid.
Did Davidson find anything in the vertebrae of the neck?
No.
Poor Davidson.
Ah, there you are, Thorndyke.
Who is that, sir?
Superintendent Miller, Scotland Yard.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Jarvis.
Good afternoon, Superintendent. Now, what's he got wind of?
Been having another look, eh?
I'm afraid he's arrived just after the nick of time.
I gather we're to see you at the inquest tomorrow.
I've been subpoenaed to attend.
Anything that you'd like to tell me before then?
On the grounds of old friendship?
I never use those grounds except in dire extremity.
Oh, this case is not extreme. No, I don't think there is.
All right. You can tell me this, if you want to. Is Sergeant Bates going to make a fool of himself?
Yes,
And Davidson?
even more so.
Why?
Because they're fools.
Well, I shall attend the inquest myself to protect the fair name of the force.
Miller, you can tell me something.
I hope.
The inquest is to be held in a schoolroom. Do you know the room?
I have been there before.
How many doors has it?
Just one.
Does it lock?
Well, if it doesn't, I can make quite sure that it does.
It may well be that during the course of my evidence tomorrow, I shall suddenly be seized by a desire to take out my pocket handkerchief and blow my nose.
I shall look forward to that moment.
If and when it happens, would you or someone, as unobtrusively but as quickly as possible, lock that door?
I shall see to it myself.
I would also appreciate it if two rather burly policemen could be somewhere in my vicinity.
To protect you from someone or someone from you?
Who knows?